I done did a lot. You ain't did shit at all. Whipping up a pop, show you how to get it off. I don't really rock.
Hey love, it's Melanie Monday. Welcome to the ChiLove radio show on Pop Radio Worldwide, iHeartRadio, and Spotify Premium. We are here today with February's theme of love and continuing Black history. Today we have some special guests. Mr. Arthur Richardson, please put your hand up so they can recognize you. Welcome, welcome. We have Andre Rodriguez.
Yo.
Welcome. We got here Baby Horchata. Y'all know who Baby Horchata is? Ruben A. Ramirez. And to my end, we have Mr. Tyrone Christopher. Thank you all for being guests today on the ChiLove radio show. I really appreciate you all taking the time to come and be recognized by me. So on this day, Andre Little Black History, Andre Bremer is appointed by President Johnson to become the first African American governor of the Federal Reserve Board. So we have always, as a people, been pushing, been creating, been doing, been constantly evolving. And here in 2020, although these people are not in your textbook history books, these people on this show, especially here in February, are adding to making history for Black history as well as Chicago. It's also a exhibit of the greatness that is here, the love that is here when we are called a city of no love. We have plenty here. So thank you all very much for joining me today. And I'd like to leave y'all with a quote. Black power is giving power to people who have not had power to determine their destiny. Huey Newton. What y'all know about the Black Panthers? So we are giving, we are taking our power here. This is Chicago. If you're not going to take your power nowhere else, you're going to get it together in Chicago. That's just the spirit of the land. Mm-hmm. And we have so much greatness here. And I would like to start by recognizing one of our greats, Mr. Arthur Richardson. He is being recognized for his Black excellence and continuing to have correspondence about Black history. So years from now, he will have done something that other people will be reflecting on as all of these gentlemen, all of these guests. The other people may have been inspired by, just motivated, just anything. All of these people, we thinking we live in our everyday lives, not realizing that we ourselves are creating our own history. We ourselves are adding to the history that we already have. So Mr. Arthur Richardson is a graduate of Kennedy King College here in Chicago with a degree in business marketing. He is a SAG actor. He has played four major roles in movies. He is in a recurring TV show on YouTube and Channel 25. He has also worked with Harold Washington when he was elected. This man has been working. And as you see, he is diverse. We have a lot of diversity here in Chicago. And I want to congratulate you, Arthur. I want to tell you that I'm proud of you. You are somebody. I think we all learned that poem back in kindergarten, first grade or something. I don't remember all the words. I just know that I am somebody. And I want you all to know that you are somebody too.
Thank you.
So, Mr. Richardson, I'm going to give you a moment to introduce yourself to the public our wonderful public here and tell them a little bit about yourself that wasn't here, maybe some type of roles, the movies that you were in, anything that's coming up currently, and where they can find you.
Hello, my name is Arthur Richardson. I have worked in Love Beat the Hell Out of Me, Magic. I'm currently in 2 movies coming out. One of them is What is the Man to Gain the World and Lose His Soul, and that's coming out September 22nd, and also starring Andre. And then the one that's coming out sooner is Little Caesar, and that's February 15th. And during this time, I'm playing gangsters in both movies. And one of them, I'm an OG that's on the rise with my nephew here because they're bringing me back out into the business. And in Little Caesar, I'm playing an educated debonair hustler with a lot of swag that's security for another one of the main characters. But besides that, I'm involved in an activity to bring a program into Inglewood, which will bring back the arts that's being taken out of our neighborhoods to try to help people develop other skills, since everybody will not go pro playing basketball, football, or baseball, and putting some things back in our neighborhood that has been taken out of the schools.
That's excellent. That's excellent.
Yeah.
Tell us where we can find you. Where can the public find you?
The public can find me on Facebook at Arthur Richardson 703, and also with the same name on Instagram.
All right, all right. Thank you very much, Mr. Arthur Richardson. ChiLove, salute to you.
Thank you.
Now we have Mr. Tyrone Christopher, if you join me on the other end of the table. Mr. Tyrone Christopher, he is a volunteer for open mic, hot sauce poetry, youth media. He records, he does a lot of photography. He has the CTA trained and he's an explorer of life. One of the reasons that I'm recognizing Tyrone Christopher is because he is the epitome of a supporter. One of mine personally. And although we can take certain steps by ourselves, that support means a lot. When somebody will come and they will travel from Evanston on a metro train, then get off that train and ride a bike to come to where you are,
Monster.
So I want to give you much love, ChiLove, salute, and blessings with you to continue doing what you are doing, because I appreciate, everybody don't appreciate those who support them and go hard for them, and I appreciate you. So there's a special love from me to you.
Thank you.
So right before we go on break and I introduce our other 2 talented people at this table, tell the public where they can find you.
Well, you can find me at tchristopher247@gmail.com. And you can find me on Facebook, which is Tyrone Christopher. Instagram, Tyrone Christopher 7000.
All right, all right. And is there any last thing you want to say to the public?
I'm good.
Okay.
All good,
right. Well, thank you for tuning in and joining us. And we'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. ChiLove Radio Show, Pop Radio Worldwide, iHeart Radio, and Spotify Premium.
She my girl, she my rider. She got support for survival.
Welcome back to the ChiLove Radio Show, Pop Radio Worldwide, iHeart Radio, and Spotify Premium. We are recognizing a continuing legacy of Black history and adding to it here with our guests. We are recognizing those who are contributing to the build up and the foundation of Chicago. Next we have, if you wasn't here when we first began, you all missed Mr. Arthur Richardson and Mr. Tyrone Christopher. Check them out on YouTube and Instagram. Tell them really quickly again where they can find you.
Arthur Richardson 703 on Facebook and the same name at Instagram.
All right, thank you, Mr. Christopher.
Tyrone Christopher on Facebook, Instagram, Tyrone Christopher 7000. And also, you can check me out on my YouTube channel, which is Tyrone L. Rider Surfliner Christopher.
All right, thank you very much. Now I am going to introduce Mr. Ruben A. Ramirez, Baby Horchata. That's who you all can find him, Baby Horchata. Isn't that like that little kid?
Hey, that's rice water, you know. Everybody know. Hey, everybody know what you know what I'm saying. Hey, women love baby horchata, so you know what I'm saying. Is that how you taste like papi? Nah, I taste sweeter, man. I taste sweeter. You already know.
Well, this is an adult platform, so at sometimes it's
Ay, gracias a Dios, papá.
Uncensored here, Papa.
Yes, we are uncensored.
Pay the big bills.
So join me in recognizing Mr. Ruben A. Ramirez. He is an actor, director, writer, comedian, motivational speaker, model, and a DJ. He is a member of Star Power Entertainment, founded by Fox's Empire's our very own Mario Cannon. Salute.
Mario Cannon, baby. You already know you watching this, dog.
So Mr. Ramirez got a continuing of excellency in Chicago. He got that award. So it's all love and ChiLove. It's the shade, the race, the nationality, none of that matters. This is a neutral zone. It's all free. It's all love. So Mr. Horchata, I like calling him Horchata.
That's unique, bro.
It's unique, yeah. Totally.
Tell the public
Ballsy,
about
too.
yourself.
Oh yeah. No, man. Hey, that's the thing, because you all appreciate. You know what I'm saying. I just moved closer to Chicago about 8 months ago, and I moved to Joliet, and I used to live in Peoria area. You know what I'm saying. So I used to drive 2.5, 3 hours just to go to auditions and just do that. So when I tell people that I don't think they would have done what I've done to do background work, you know what I'm saying. Drive 3 hours back and forth to do $80 background work, you know what I'm saying? Like, they wouldn't do that, you feel me?
The grind.
The grind, you feel me? I was a starving artist, I still am, but I eat good now, you feel me? I eat good now, but glory be to God, man. It kept me faith, kept me strong. I'm just happy to be in the position that I am, and I'm happy to have met the people that I am, because that's even the bigger blessing, because at times it's not what you know, but who you know. So, glory be to God. I made the right connections, networking. I linked up with my boy Mario Cannon, and he put me on with acting. And after that, after acting, bro, just comedy came with it. You can see I have an easy ass personality, just making anybody and everybody laugh. And a lot of the times, bro, when I first started comedy and whatnot too, it was for mental health awareness. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
I think in a minority community we avoid that so much, because in Latinos we're learning this bullshit called machismo. You know what I'm saying? And I think you know what I'm saying, African Americans had to deal with something different, just to suck it up pretty much. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be a man. The only emotions you're allowed to feel are angry, or you know what I'm saying, angry or happy. You're not allowed to feel sad. You can't cry. You know what I'm saying? Or your image as a man was tormented. But you know what I'm saying? Luckily, I'm gonna pave the way where people can actually talk about it, because been a couple of times I've been in films in the summer, man, and hear about one of the actors, committing suicide and, and all this extra, BS. And I was like, man, I just talked to bro not too long ago, and you know what I'm saying? And now I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I hope I paved the way to, Latinos and blacks, for us to just speak our minds, and we're able to, connect to each other and actually, you know what I'm saying? Be aware of that. You know what I'm saying? Be aware of the signs. And especially, it's the other side too, is letting your homies see that. You know what I'm saying? The homies gotta realize that too. I'm like, damn, hey, bro, acting different. Hey, we gotta check up on him. Hey, let's go pick him up. Let's go. Small acts like that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna bring light to that, and on top of that, I'm gonna make sure every time people come to my comedy shows, people forget about life, people forget about, bills, people forget about their issues, people forget about all that. They all forget that in 30 minutes that they enjoy my show with, and afterwards, it's going to be a connection moment, you know what I'm saying?
That's great. Let them not forget where to find you. in the social media world out here?
Oh, social media. I'm big on Instagram, Baby Horchata 23. You know what I'm saying? Snapchat, me llamo Ruben 23, Baby Horchata on Facebook. You know, and like I said, I'm all about collaboration, bro. Ain't nobody made it on their own. So anybody out there as an artist, Latino, Black, White, Asian, whatever it is, let's collaborate. Whether you're a rapper, you know, rock artist, whatever, man. Let me write you a music video. Let me be in it. Let me act in it. What do you need? You need direction? I got you. You know, so. Yeah, that's a lot to say, but yeah.
He is ready and he is willing, ladies and gentlemen. Whatever it is, you can come on when you got it. Okay, now, last but not least, we have here Mr. Andre Rodriguez. So I want everybody to help us. Welcome, Mr. Rodriguez. Dre Blaze in the building. Mr. Andre Rodriguez went to Eastern Illinois University, where he played basketball, was a part of the NCAA tournament, was a semi-pro player. That was just the beginning, okay? This man went on to do runway shows, Vogue Models of Chicago, Black Knight Agency. He has a clothing line called High Fashion Demand. Check that out, with 3-piece suit and blazers. And I must say, I have seen him dressed, and he dresses well. He's a videographer and an editor. Owner of #HFDTV. He's a regular on Empire, The Red Line, Presumed Innocent, in independent movies such as Entrepreneurs, Love Beat the Hell Out of Me, What Is It for a Man to Gain the World and Lose His Soul, Lose Your Soul, and his very own movie that he has coming out called Relation Trap. Welcome, Mr. Andre Drake Blade. Andre Rodriguez.
So much.
You're welcome.
That was eloquent, I must say.
Thank you very much. So what is it that you would like the public to know about you?
You know what? I really want to implore people to come out and see a film. What is it for a man to gain the world and lose his soul? I know it's a long title, but that's okay. It means a lot, okay? About as much as the title means. And I also want to implore people to come out on February 22nd. That is the date. February 22nd, 2020. Listen to that date. 2/22/2020. It's a magical night. I think, didn't Jay-Z have something on that night? Huh? It's a magical night. You gotta come out. It's at the South Shore Cultural Center, okay? So come on out, enjoy a great movie. I play Marcellus, and Marcellus is a drug boss, okay? So how do you get tickets? You can actually go to our Facebook page. It's on actually, what is it for a man to gain the world and lose his soul? Okay. We Fam is what we shorten it down. You can also get in contact on my page, Andre Rodriguez, on Instagram, DreDay411, High Fashion Demand on Instagram and Facebook. Come out and join us. You're gonna love it. Okay.
I am very proud of everyone here today, and we will be back with the ChiLove Radio Show, Pop Radio Worldwide, iHeartRadio, and Spotify Premium.
Menelo. Bien riquita, baby, menelo. Bien riquita, baby, menelo. Banging body, thick on hips, mommy with the cute old lips, shaking that thing, making.
Hey, welcome back to the ChiLove Radio Show.
Hey, you cold. Hey,
Pop Radio.
you walked off with that.
Pop Radio Worldwide, iHeartRadio, and Spotify Premium. Pop got us about to have. I need to go out. We need to go dance.
He lit up in Pop Radio. It's lit up in this bitch.
So, speaking of going out, we're going to start the conversation segment of the show today, which is love and relationships. And we have Valentine's Day coming up this Friday.
Hey,
We have
she said the R word, yo.
we have all this testosterone in the room, so let's utilize it and see what's going on. So since I said I need to go out, Poppy, I want to dance up in here. What is you all's idea of a romantic date? Some people got a woman, but they don't know what to do for her this coming Friday. What are some tips?
Okay, some tips. Somebody else go, bro. I hate relationships.
You got the flow, man.
Okay. So here's the thing, man. Me personally, bro, I haven't met a woman worth it. You feel me? So that alone is like
For a date?
yeah. No. Here's the thing, bro. Like 2-3 years ago, bro, I used to take anything and everybody. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I want to go take. Oh, she deserves. Nah. Looking back on the days, bro. I wasted a lot of $40 days, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I wasted a lot of $40 days. I ain't gonna cap. And if y'all watching, I apologize.
You want some horchata? You better get the buffet.
Okay, but hey, after coming up here, bro.
Hold on, I just had to pause because he just said something that's a trigger to me.
Come on.
$40.
Come on.
I can't with y'all with this $40. I don't understand.
Wow.
I don't understand. $40 is a trigger to me. $40, ladies.
Yeah, $40 nails,
What
right?
we doing? Your cell phone bill like $50, and that's on the, you know what I'm saying? Keep unlimited
Hey,
play.
Cannon.
Come on.
What we doing with $40, ladies? Now somebody tell me something.
Come on.
Because I know you don't have any children not with no $40. What is we doing with $40, ladies? Because somebody
What?
inbox me on Facebook.
Come on.
Email me at ChiLove@gmail.com and tell me what is with this $40, sweetheart.
Miss Love,
Is it because it's talking about boxing?
Miss Love. He know what his is worth. So if he know what his is worth, you can't complain about that.
She should know what
Thank
hers
you.
is worth and know that hers is worth more than $40.
Well, she
There
can
you go.
Because she
complain.
got a box and not pocket or a glove.
Wow.
But we gonna continue going. Go ahead with these tips.
So on some real, you got a special senorita in your life. You got an amazing, woman in your life. You know what I'm saying? Because I do know a good woman does exist. Because my mom exists. So I know for a fact. You know what I'm saying? So if you do have a good one, man, do something. You don't gotta drop $300, $400 on some real stuff. Do something sentimental.
if
Do an
you manage to
experience.
drop it,
Come on.
Nah, you ain't gotta do that. No, but I'm saying for on some real stuff, bro. Like if you want to do something that is an event, you know what I'm saying? You don't gotta do, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta buy her a bag. You ain't gotta buy her. No, take her out somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Where she enjoys a moment, enjoys an event, enjoys an opera, enjoys a theater, something like that, whatever, regardless. But I feel like people just, you know what I'm saying, get this next place and chill, and they just think that's good enough. And
It's not good enough. Let's go on with some more tips.
I wasn't even.
Okay, now for me, I done learned if you listen to what a woman is saying about the things that come from her heart that she wanted earlier or never bought herself, that is the best gift to give a person, something that they always wanted to give themselves over the lifetime.
Come on.
So if you know the lady you're dealing with and you're listening and hearing what she says, when you bring a certain book or a certain record and play it and you dance and you cook for, sometimes it's about money, sometimes it's not. It depends on the individual you're dealing with.
That's right.
So
Come
if you
on.
know your
Preach.
mate
Preach
and
it.
you know her desire, because sometimes it's about a wants and not a need. So you can say, I paid your car note and all this, but that's fine and dandy. You was doing that anyway. So know what your woman wants. And sometimes it's nothing no more than your time and your attention.
That's right.
So look into her heart and give from your heart when doing this.
That's right.
And go to White Castle.
If you want pop, I got money.
Do we have any?
I'm filming. If you want me, I'm filming right now.
You can always jump in
You want me
on
to jump on the mic?
conversation. You sure can.
Come on. What's the question? I'm a rocker.
Hey, there you go. Hey, go, Papa.
Everybody rocking with ChiLove Radio, man, on YouTube. We love you. You know what I'm saying?
I love y'all too.
Here, let me tune this right here to him. I'm gonna rock with y'all, okay? What's the question, sweetheart, real quick? When I give my little visuals.
Okay, well, Drake finna tell us what is his idea of a romantic
Drake
date.
gonna tell us beautiful, so I can piggyback off of all of them.
My idea of a date, all right? You know what? Here's what the deal is. When you are a man and when you have time, when you're going out there and you're hustling and making it happen, the most important thing, the most valuable thing you have to give is your time. Because time is money, understand? Okay? Time is money. And so the most important thing you can do for a woman, and it doesn't matter where it's at, is to look them in the face, look them in the eye, real conversation, and give them your time and your attention, okay? And listen to what they're saying and respond back accordingly, okay? So that's the most important thing I can give. All the other stuff, I mean, man, if you're going out and you're spending hundreds of dollars with a jerk, okay, it's all in Gandhi. You're gonna leave out with a bag or something like that, but at the end of the night, he's a jerk.
Right.
She's a he's not lying. So at the end of the day, okay, are you gonna want to see that person again? So that now you have a broken relationship, right? And now you're going from broken relationship, to relationship, and then you're gonna get your ass into a relation trap. And then when that happened, oh man, that's a Pandora box. And you done opened up a whole can of something that you don't know what's gonna come out.
That was smooth transition.
Mr. Rodriguez, it's people though that don't know how to be by themselves, that do wind up in that trap by going from relationship to relationship and don't know how to be by themselves. No, I don't mean the cause, no, but you was right on everything you said, but there's a lot of people don't know how to be by themselves for a minute.
I know Central Illinois felt that. I know all y'all from Central Illinois felt that.
I ain't mean no.
No, that's facts, bro.
Some people gotta learn how to be alone.
Hey, bro, because the act of vulnerability is so dangerous, bro. It literally, bro. If you don't know how to love yourself and be sweet with yourself, and you're just out here trying to figure out who's gonna feel.
I gotta be careful talking to you, Mr. Orchata, because you're the $40. You brought up the $40. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be careful what kind of conversation I get in with you. I already know that.
Hey, Papa, listen, bro. I'm just saying. I'm so about.
I'm gonna be the bad guy.
Okay, now we gotta play devil's advocate. All right.
Listen, bro. I agree with Mr. Richardson. You know, old school players said, listen, it's about, you know, what happened to quality time? You know what I'm saying? About the right song, the right moment, the right little perfume, the right little outfit, the right few little words said at the right time. And what Mr. Rodriguez said, you know what I'm saying? About being more intimate and it not really being about the dollar and the money and, you know what I'm saying? And listening to a woman's heart and listening to what she really probably has nobody to really load and trust and confide on. So if you really are Valentine and that dude, man, you got to be all that. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to not only, you know, make love to a body and a booty and all the good stuff, but you got to be able to fuck her brain and her mind so you can snatch her soul. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, we tried that, and then the Hot Girl Summer came out of nowhere, bro. They forgot about all that.
Well, I'm going to tell you something, bro. Every winter, whether she a hot girl, whether she a Snapchat, a premium $10.99 female month, or the $40 chick that just want to hit you up for $40. You know what I'm saying? It's also this thing called cuddling season. You know what I'm saying? So right after the motherfucking hot girl summer, come cuddling season. So, you know what I'm saying? You know, them loser thug girls need love too. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. And that's wonderful how y'all got to talking about self-love, because that's one of the questions. How important is self-love, especially to men? To females, we always told in one form or another something about loving and nurturing and caring and so forth. And you all are just kind of left like being hard, shells and...
Not really. I elaborate on that for you.
But yeah.
Not really.
We're going to elaborate as soon as we come back from this break with the ChiLove Radio Show. Pop Radio Worldwide, iHeartRadio on Spotify Premium. Arthur Richardson is going to answer that question for us.
You do that then. Y'all keep, look, everybody locked in to the Pop Radio Worldwide, putting on YouTube Radio, YouTube. You follow Melanie Hogan on all social media platforms. ChiLove Radio Show. We'll be right back. Like that lady said, we'll be right back.
Let's go, Sock. 30 Sock on the Caramel mommy with the cute lips. Spanish mommy, I be Chico stick. Shake that ass and move them hips. Work that body like a championship. You wanna move it?
Welcome back to the ChiLove Radio Show, Pop Radio Worldwide, iHeartRadio, and Spotify Premium. We're here with our the ones that we are recognizing for continuing Black History Month. We're here with those who are continuing to build history here in Chicago. It's all love here in ChiLove. Now we're having a conversation about love and relationships. And Mr. Arthur Richardson was going to answer the question about how important is loving yourself while loving others, especially as a man.
First of all, it's really not hard for a man to love once he learns to love himself. But me personally, we found out in a relationship that even though women are nurturing and loving, they forget to love themselves. They forget to make themselves happy. So when they are unhappy, they blame it on their mate. It's not about your mate because we cannot make a miserable person happy. Happiness starts from in the inside.
Yes,
so
sir.
we can
Right.
only situate
Come on.
your happiness. Like love starts from the inside. And sometimes it's the situations that men have gone through and comes out of that makes them learn how to love, to really love, instead of the love that you're taught. Because who's to say what you was taught as far as loving somebody was correct? That's just what you learned in your household. But in somebody else's household, you might feel that they show love different than yours. So until you learn to love yourself, know what self-worth is about, there's nothing you can do for me to make me happy
Yes, sir.
or to make
Yes,
me feel
sir.
loved.
I saw
You can
a
only
video
give me
with Will
something.
Smith
So
speaking on that action.
anybody in a relationship, first, before getting in a relationship, need to learn to love themselves. Because when you love yourself, matter of fact, I'm gonna go one
What
step
does
back.
that look like?
For me, I'm in love with myself. Because see, I have no problem being alone or with somebody.
Thank you.
Thank
But
you.
the simple fact of it is, if I'm not doing what I feel I need to do for me, regardless of what you do, when you don't do something, I'm dissatisfied. So we need to learn to self-medicate our own mind with caring and caring about ourselves and showing ourselves different things so that we learn how to show other people. It's a learning process on a daily basis.
That's right.
Because we still are not perfect. But we got to be willing to compromise. We've got to be really willing to agree that we can disagree. Because everything you like, I don't like. And everything you think I'm gonna buy, I'm not gonna buy.
That's
Because
right.
again, I'm buying love. And if I'm gonna buy love, I just well buy somebody rich love because I got a return coming in there. Bottom line.
Bottom line. Anybody else wants to add on that? Because I got a good question.
Let's hear it though.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
Okay. Let's flip the roles around, okay? Now, yes, there are women who lie, manipulate, all that other stuff, okay? But the one who really has the reputation for doing so are the men.
Nah.
Yes.
We
So,
have it, but y'all well
Let's
kept.
flip it
I'm
around.
about to get people mad.
And let's say you are a man.
No,
And
man.
say your woman lied to you, manipulated you, she was using you, she cheated on you,
All the damn time.
she abused you,
You know what?
but she told you, I love you though.
That's a lot.
I love you though.
Depending on what love she received. Everybody work for
You
mom
went
and
from
dad.
40
so,
to
hey.
$0. Like that's man, I don't even.
Would you believe her?
No.
60
No.
instantly.
No.
Nah.
So would it be wise for a woman to believe that coming from a man's mouth if he
Yes.
did that
Yes.
and then he turned
Yes.
around and told her, but I
Yes.
love you though?
Yes.
I didn't say
Yes.
no to that question.
I'm just asking.
That's for the ones that
I'm
say
listening.
no.
No, yes, no.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 Believe. Yeah. Definitely believe it.
You can believe it?
Yeah.
Why?
That she
Man,
still love
okay,
you.
man, it's a man's love and a woman's love is different. One comes with more sacrifice. Yeah,
I'm gonna have you back on this show because we're gonna talk.
yeah. I'm just saying, a man's love is definitely. I'm about to get some people mad. A man's love is definitely a lot more sacrifice. A lot more, especially if you're an entertainer. I'm gonna let you know that right then and there. When you're an entertainer, more eyes are on you. I'm a comedian. I make women laugh. Half the battle to get a woman is to make her laugh. So if I'm in a room with 30 women, at least 15 of them are gonna hit me up afterwards, right? And that's just being on some real stuff. And me, as a man, I can choose to act on it or not. And if I choose to act on it, then I know Melanie's gonna have to go wild. And then here's the thing, I don't go for that stuff. You know what I'm saying? That ain't me. But the thing is, it's different for a woman because on a woman,
How much time?
oh, you good? You got 3 minutes? All right.
No.
You know what?
I'm over here, bro.
Okay, no, my bad, bro.
I'm over here. Hey, you in the hot seat right now, my brother, not me.
Yeah, okay, so basically, I want to give you like a 3-minute response. So, like, overall, yeah, it's more difficult for a man to love than it is for a woman. So, when we say it, we mean it. That's for sure.
That's right.
Melanie?
We only have a few minutes. And
Respond,
like I said, I'm
please.
gonna have you right
Respond.
on
Go
back
crazy.
here on this show.
Go crazy.
I do
Respond.
not agree, period,
Yes,
with
respond.
a woman sacrificing more than a man.
Today's segment would probably
with a
be called
man
Battle of the
sacrificing more than a
Sexes.
woman.
Yeah.
First of all, it really shouldn't even be a thing of who is sacrificing more.
No.
Yeah.
It shouldn't, but it is.
See where I come from.
Come on.
We about choosing and being chosen, okay?
Right.
Okay.
So when you choosing, you chosen. The lying, the manipulation, the using the person, the abuse, the cheating, that shit
yeah.
don't exist. Do you understand why? Because you have consciously chosen who you want to be with, regardless of what their circumstances are. You have consciously said that whatever this person is going through, I'm a ride with you.
Mm-hmm.
So it shouldn't be no problem. And yes, there are attractive people out here. But me personally, I like what's mine. Now they could be cute over there, and I might refer one of my girls to go get that. But when I say that this is mine, I have chosen. So there should be no issue with all these other categories. How do we have a love here that is, we saying that it's love, but it's deceit, it's manipulation, it's abuse? And yes, we can go over the conditioning of families and the environments that we have come from. But don't you feel? Don't you know what feel right and don't feel right? Can't you see the fruits of whatever your actions are causing? Can't you see the fruits of whatever your words are causing?
Come on.
So if it's not producing some positive results, if it's going opposite of what you are intending, then I'm feeling like something ain't all the way in alignment here.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank
now,
you.
I'm going to touch on that.
And we're going to touch on
Feel
that
that.
real
Right
quick.
after this.
I feel
Right
that.
after this break.
Okay.
With the ChiLove radio show, Top Radio Worldwide.
Okay, we need
Radio
to I ain't got to it.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ruben Baby or Chata Ramirez in the cut. You already know where I'm at. ChiLove radio station, pop station. You already know what it is, man. Today was a great interview, everybody. It was great. Had great vibes. The best part about it was very diverse, man. We didn't have to agree. We didn't have to look at the same spot. Regardless, I love at the end of the day. We're all human. We all got our own mindsets, views. We all got our own experiences. It's cool if we ain't agree. You know what I'm saying? If I was a devil's advocate, at the end of the day, we all human. And keep loving, y'all. You already know what it is. Baby horchata.
Hey, welcome back to the ChiLove Radio Show on Pop Radio Worldwide, iHeartRadio, and Spotify Premium. We're having an interesting conversation here about love and relationships with all this testosterone around me. So I want to see where they mans are read with it. We was just talking about choosing and being chosen. And we got Mr. Arthur Richardson again who's going to open it up.
No, I'm going to follow up after Dre this time.
All right, well, come on, Mr. Blaine.
You want Dre's
Let me
opinion.
talk.
Then after that, I'll come in.
Listen, I'm writing a book about it, okay? Because it is important, okay? Once you have chosen someone, right? All right? That person, it doesn't always go well. It doesn't always, it's not always green on that other side. What sometimes may happen is that other person could flip it up on you. You didn't see the red flag that was waving that said that this person was going to flip it up on you. All right? And then what happens when your love that you had for that person, all of a sudden, now you're contemplating because now you're in some crazy stuff that you never thought that you would ever be in. And now you are contemplating leaving. But you forgot. You got bills, you got a house, you got cars, you got kids, you got an entire neighborhood of people that you hanging out with, you got schools. You can't just rip that out. You can't just rip that out, because now you done ripped out and you done changed all of these lives. So it isn't that easy to leave a situation that you've been in battle, that you've been hurt, that you have endured. It's not that easy to leave, because you got all of these other situations around you that are going to be affected.
Come on, say that.
So what do you do about them? What about the ones that can't fight for themselves? What do you do for them?
Mm-hmm.
You could be selfish. You could just leave. You could say, forget you. I'm leaving. You can do that. But then where is that going to get you? What about the kids that's going to school now differently? What about... And now I'm starting to get emotional. What about...
Come on. It's all right. It's real radio. It's real radio right
Make
here.
it plain, man.
It's all right. It's real radio.
What about the families that are affected? What about the extended families that are affected? What about the schools? What about if you're going home and helping out with homework every night? What about that? If you're going in and you're cooking for your kids every night, what about that?
Yeah.
If you're washing clothes for your kids so they can have something to wear in the morning, what about that?
Real love, real sacrifice.
That's right.
So sometimes, man, you gotta let the wheat grow with the chaff.
You need a hug.
You know what I
Shot
think?
love, baby. Shot love radio. What?
Now that's real talk.
Yeah.
You know what I think about it?
Go right ahead, bro.
We're in here. We're in here now. We're gonna give it to us.
You know, love is so hard to find these
Watch out.
days. And I'm just gonna say it like it is. I've been in love with a lot of people at times when I was a teenager, growing up. But look where it got me. It ain't got me nowhere. But deep down inside, God had been with me throughout this time, throughout this entire generation with my family. I have been doing and I have been learning so much about being used, being,
Straight.
you know, it's just too much. So I just take my time, just love myself first. Love God first before I begin to love somebody else. Because let me tell you something. Not the people that you love ain't gonna be there for that person or for that person. But let me tell you something. You can be there for so many. You understand what I'm saying? You know, sometimes you just gotta love them from over there. Because you can love them. But you can love them from right over there. But let me say this to all y'all. But you can't love anybody else more than you can love you. Ever.
That's right.
That's it.
That's right.
I like that.
This has been a wonderful show. So far, so good. I like the diversity in the men. I want to get you talking. Express yourself. Because we are man, woman, we all humans. Might have a penis, might have a vagina, but we both have hearts. We all have hearts, and we need to be considerate of each other, of how we treat each other. And yes, there is a sacrifice. Everybody is sacrificing in one way or another, because yes, you made some valid points. There are other people who are getting left behind.
That's right.
But at the same time, what about your sole purpose and happiness? If later on the kids come back and say, Mama, Daddy, was y'all happy? It looked like y'all was happy while y'all was married. We ain't never see no arguing. So when they get into an argument with their spouse, do they know how to handle it? Because they never even seen Mama, Daddy handle an argument. Is the title of having somebody around just so that the image can fit? Is there chaos in the home? Is there a reason why there should be a split? Sometimes situations are healthier in separation. And sometimes they are healthier if you learn how to work through things to come together. But it's just the thing of like, which things are those things that you work through, right? It's different strokes for different folks. Some people can, you know, take a little bit of everything and still keep it moving. They still gonna be right there.
Yeah.
Some people have boundaries and lines that are crossed and they're not letting you come back.
But I done found out the reason being is because men and women see things different.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm learning through a relationship and through talking to other people that the things that y'all say that we look at it as small really means something to you all. So when we learn to appreciate that you're saying it for a reason, then we can start to identify more so that you're not saying it, because normally it's the little things that bugs y'all that created the bigger things. And the little things that's bugging you all, such as, baby, can you take out the garbage? I got it, and it's 4 hours later, really don't mean shit to us, because we don't get the shit out. But we have to learn that she wants the garbage out because she don't want to clean up, and she don't want to cook in a dirty kitchen.
That's like getting to know that person that you with and respecting that person.
I'm a married guy, and I done separated in my relationship. I done left. But how I left is, it's always a spare bedroom in that house. So I go to the next room. I might be there a day, I might be there a month. But I'm still in the household so we can make the relationship work as it goes. So once I got what they wanted, that I truly loved, what I thought was love and wasn't, but when I got with a woman that I loved, I learned that, hey, you got to stop running. Now, if she leave, then she made the choice to leave. Then it's fair game for whatever I do.
Come on.
Stop running.
Then stop.
It's time to
Stop running. Now I'm gonna share these hotline numbers with you all, because stuff like relationships and love, as beautiful as it is, and it is beautiful. It is beautiful. There can be a lot of pain and a lot of growth. Sometimes to the point where you hear the stories about people killing themselves over their partner. So we have a suicide line, 1-800-273-8255. The Mental Health Association of Greater Chicago, 1-800-209-8114. The Rape Crisis Domestic Sexual Abuse Line, 847-872-7799. And just for those who are lonely and just need some type of comfort, as some people like to call it, the Live Links phone chat, 1-877-691-7071. Be careful on these sites, people. You don't know who you're talking to on the other end. But I do understand that people do have needs and, you know, want to socialize with others. But be careful. Have your girls with you. Share your ride, GPS, everything. Just be careful. As we're getting to know each other, remembering to learn ourselves more as days go by, as moments go by. We are learning who we are more and more. Because a lot of times we have an idea of how we will or won't move in certain situations until that situation presents itself. So how you move during that time is you learning yourself. It's another person learning who you are, but it's you learning yourself as well. I know that relationships aren't easy.
No, it's not.
But I believe that they're worth it with the right people, with partners who are in agreement to walk together. You are in alignment. You have created a covenant with one another. I believe those types of relationships could work. But there is work. And we must begin to work on ourselves. We must become open-minded, because what has manifested in our world for what we think love is may not match with somebody else's perception. So communication, real live communication, even if the person is going to frown behind it, start hollering and cursing, keep it 100. I'm going to tell you what it is, not what you want it to be.
Come on now.
And then based on that information, you can choose whether or not you're going to rock and roll.
Ooh, yes. Come on.
We're going to go ahead and bada boom, bada bang this right here on the ChiLove radio show. I'd like to thank all of my guests. You all were wonderful. We will have some situations to have you all back, because I liked your input and everything. And I'll see you all next Monday. I hope that this Valentine's Day, I love Valentine's Day, I hope it's a great day for you all. If it's not with the partner, make it a great day for yourself.
All-Star Weekend.
Oh yeah, All-Star
Ladies, buy y'all guys nice gifts.
And yes, nothing's wrong with a lady doing something for a man. You know, it's supposed to go both ways. Y'all can take care of each other and do for each other. Nothing's wrong with that, lady.
No doubt.
If he is being there for you, and you know a difference between a man and a fuck nigga. If he is being there for you, excuse the nigga in February, we gonna call it the Tupac, never ignorant, getting goals accomplished. Okay? You know the difference. You know where to give your time to and your resources. And if he about his business, then you will be about your business with him.
That fuck guy need a good present because he doing laying down the good fucking.
Hey, next show we got to
continue to talk about this.
Next show,
next time on the ChiLove radio show.
Calling all cars. Ganga. Did you peep in my headphones? Getting started. HP, baby. They want that water, can get it. They want that water, can get it. They want that water, can get it. Gang. They want that water, can get it. They want that water, can get it. They want that water, can get it.
I'm Arthur Richardson, a.k.a. OG Slim. I'm here on iHeartRadio. And we are here celebrating with this lovely crew that was brought together by ChiLove. I thank you for having us. You can also find me at Arthur Richardson 703 on Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat. The topic was very heart-touching because it gave us a chance as a unified group of men and women to talk about love. And there was no more overcoming than seeing how people can really share their heart when they don't share it at home. So I just thank you all for being here with us. I want y'all to always check out them at iHeart, Spotify Premium. Because, hey, they're doing big things within our city. And we need to start supporting our own, like we support other actors and radio stations around. Let's support our own if we want to get somewhere.
Hi, I'm Andre Rodriguez, or Dre Blaze, and you caught me here on iHeartRadio with ChiLove and Pop. Man, it was a great show. Lots of emotion. I even gave a little emotion myself. Hey, you can catch me on Dre Day 411. That's on Instagram. Or Andre Rodriguez on Facebook. Make sure you check out my film, What Is It for a Man to Gain the World and Lose His Soul? And also my film, Relation Trap.
Hey y'all, this is Tyrone Christopher, aka L Ryer, from the near west side of Chicago, from the United Center, when we get ready to have our NBA All-Star Weekend. I just want to thank ChiLove, Melanie, Hogan for inviting me to this incredible show, and I gotta say, it has brought me so much love, not just for her, but for all this incredible crew here on tonight.
Hey love, thanks for tuning in to the ChiLove radio show today. We were talking about Black history, continuing on and recognizing those who are continuing Black excellence, as well as those who are showing love and continuing the history of Chicago. Our conversation was about love and relationships, and it was very emotional. It was very uncensored, very upfront, and I loved it all. I'm grateful for my guests. Make sure to tune in with us next Monday and every Monday after that, because I'll be here for a minute. ChiLove Radio Show, Pop Radio Worldwide, iHeartRadio, and Spotify Premium.